Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Hockey Lama. I am your host, and I'll be breaking down the latest news and notes from all around the NHL. I'll also have a section at the end of the episode that I'm going to call Face Off, and I'll take questions, comments, snide remarks from you guys. I'll have the email address a little bit later, but first, let's get right to it. Quick story, NHL related. Last week I was in Las Vegas for work, lame, but Monday night we had an event night at the House of Blues Foundation Room at Mandalay Bay. I knew in advance that Jeremy Roenick was going to be one of the special guests, so dug my Flyers jersey out, took it with me. There was a dress code, so I had on a dress, 4-inch heels, makeup done, hair done, and I put my Roenick jersey proudly over my dress. Looked a little out of place, but I think everybody pretty much got the reason why I was there. So JR is up there signing autographs, taking pictures with a bunch of people, and when it's my turn, he turns around to see who's coming up the steps, and he sees my jersey, and he gets this big grin on his face, and he's like, "Girl, get up here! You just made my night!" So he gave me a big hug. We talked for a little bit. We took some pictures. He took one picture with my husband and I, and then he kicked my husband out of the picture and just got one of him and I in case I didn't want one with my husband in it, which I thought that was pretty funny. So he signed my jersey and he told us to come back after things died down a little bit. He said, come on back up, we'll chill, we'll have a couple drinks, we'll have a good time. So that's what we did. We waited about an hour later and we went back and we got to sit with him for a little over half an hour just talking everything we could possibly think of, hockey, life, and how Las Vegas is very bad. I've looked up to this guy since I was like a little kid, and I had him build up so much in my head that I was so incredibly nervous meeting him, because sometimes when you have this idea of what someone will be like, you actually meet them and they're totally not that way. But he was everything that I had imagined him to be. I mean, when you see JR on somewhere talking and laughing and joking and have a good time, like, that's not an act, that's who he is. And it made me have a lot more respect for him, because he is who he is, and he's that way all the time, and he doesn't, have to pretend to be anything for anybody. So I think anybody who doesn't like him has never met him, obviously, because once you meet the guy, it's impossible not to like him. He's amazing. So, Jeremy, I just want to say, if by some small chance you're out there watching this, I want to say again, thank you. I can't say it enough for that night. I'm never going to forget you, and it was like one of the best nights of my life, with the exception of probably my wedding. Okay, so let's get into real hockey news. The finals are right around the corner. We'll start with the Chicago-San Jose series. Chicago wins in 4 games. Seriously, I had this series pegged for 6 or 7 games. The number 1 and number 2 team, I had no idea that this was going to be a sweep. I'm completely shocked. And Dustin Byfuglien, where did you come from? Regular season, 82 games, 17 goals, 17 assists, 34 points. Playoffs, 16 games, 8 goals, 3 of which are game-winning, 2 assists and 10 points. 5 of the last 8 goals have been in the last 5 games. I have no idea where you came from, but kudos to you, dude. San Jose, you're killing me. You're killing me. I've been picking you in my pool for the last 5 years. Every year I'm like, this is San Jose's year. This is their year. They're going to do it. And they don't. So, I don't know. I'm just really sad and frustrated with you guys. Get it together! Montreal, Philly. What happened? Montreal takes out Washington, then they take out the defending Stanley Cup champions right after that, and they lose to Philly in 5 games? This is insane. Blowing them out 6-0 in game 1, as soon as I saw that game, I'm like, okay, this series is over. I'm actually surprised, after seeing game 1, I'm surprised Montreal even got 1 win out of the series. I thought for sure it was going to be a sweep. Fabulous run though, Montreal. Hats off to you guys for knocking off Washington and then Pittsburgh. Yeah, nobody thought that would happen. Okay, here's my pick for the finals. As much as it pains me to say this, I'm going to pick the Flyers. I think Chicago will probably take the first two at home. I think this is going to be a really tough series. It's going to be close. I'm expecting at least 2 overtimes. I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I don't think we're going to see 6-0 scores. It's going to be close, 1 or 2 goal games. I think Chicago will take the first 2 at home, but after that, I think Philly's just going to mop up and win in Philly in Game 6 on June 9th, which happens to be my birthday. So no matter who wins, it'd be nice to have someone win the cup on my birthday. I think it's going to be a really good series, and hockey fans in general are going to have a lot of entertainment, a lot to watch, lots of good stuff coming, I think. Hossa, I don't know. I don't know if I root for you or if I don't root for you. I mean, you left the Penguins to go to Detroit because you thought they were going to go back-to-back, and then you lose the cup to the Pens, and you jump ship in Detroit and go to Chicago. This whole abandoning ship, jumping ship, it's a little old. I mean, I know you signed a 12-year contract in Chicago, but really, I mean, how long is that going to last before you're begging them to trade you because you want to go somewhere else? I guess I'd be happy if you won the cup just so everyone would shut up about it, but I'm really picking Philly in 6 games. Okay, normally this is where I would do my face-off series, but since this is episode 1 and I don't have any emails, we're just going to give you the information. Email hockeylama@gmail.com. So yeah, get at me. Thoughts, comments, crude remarks, I'll give it all. I don't care. You want to badmouth me, you want to take me up on an issue, I'm game. Bring it on. So I am your host, the Hockey Lama, signing off for week 1. Enjoy it. I'll be back next week for a recap of the first couple games of the finals. So enjoy your hockey.